Online shopping is big business. Trillions of dollars of goods were bought over the internet in 2020. Although some people are still reluctant to shop online, it has been predicted by some experts that 95% of all shopping will be done through the internet by 2040. With the rapid growth in online sales recently, it's easy to assume that online shopping only began in the last decade or so. It will likely come as a surprise then that the world's first online purchase was made more than 35 years ago. A British woman named Jane Snowball has the honor of being the first person to shop online. At the time, in May 1984, she was a 72-year-old grandmother lived in Gateshead, England. A computer technician named Michael Etheridge modified Snowball's television set and remote control to allow the elderly woman to place an order at the local Tesco supermarket. Using the remote control, Snowball bought eggs, cornflakes, and magazines from the store. The order was transmitted through telephone lines and involved computers at Tesco's Gamehead branch and a library. After receiving the order, Tesco delivered the items to her home, and she paid for them in cash. Snowball's purchase is now viewed as a historic moment, but back then, Etheridge didn't see it as that significant. It was downloaded before the World Wide Web and websites were invented. Etheridge said he considered when he did a fun experiment. He certainly did not foresee that internet shopping would eventually take off and become so popular. The main purpose of hooking up Snowball's TV to Tesco was to try to help elderly people have a more convenient life, not to start a huge worldwide industry. These days, online shopping is experiencing tremendous growth. With the COVID-19 pandemic, people in many parts of the world are staying home much more and even working remotely. A lot of them are using the net to buy actively, while Jane Snowball did currencies to avoid being infected by the virus. Observers believe the disease has sped up the use of the internet to purchase goods by at least 2 to 3 years. As such, it's likely that the pandemic will be seen as another milestone in the history of online shopping. Let's take a look at some other major moments in the history of online shopping. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, is now one of the richest men in the world, but back in 1994, he was just a young man with a bold new idea, selling books online. Since the internet was still in its early stages, it was a risky move. Even Bezos had his doubts and told investors there was a 17% chance that his business idea would fail. Also in that same year, Pizza Hut became one of the first established companies to sell to consumers over the internet. A year later, Action Web, an online action site which has renamed eBay in 1997, appeared. For Japanese consumers, a mail store occurred in 1997 with the start of Rakuten, which has become the nation's most popular site for online shopping. 2 years after Rakuten began, Alibaba, now one of the world's largest retailers and e-commerce companies, opened its operations in China. Data on shopping habits around the world show a continuing upward trend in online shopping, with growth rates increasing. In other words, when it comes to e-commerce, there is no turning back.